If we get interested in the evolution of consciousness, and if it's sincere, I think inevitably we're going to get interested in the evolution of culture. Whatever it means for humanity to evolve, and to develop, is not a solo project. It's not a solitary journey.
So the Awaken Life Project is a group of people that are coming together to try to create a culture that's beyond ego. And the definition that we use here for ego is the part of ourselves that insists upon limitation, or the part of ourselves that insists upon separation.
When I first got here and discovered this community, I was blown away, because for the first time I met people who were not only talking about going beyond ego, they were really doing it.
So I think what really brought me here was asking myself the question, how do I want to live? In a very serious way. Really inquiring what do I find is the best way to live? A way to live that really makes sense, a purpose.
What we really stand for in terms of the vision is the truth of unity, and endeavouring to live that truth of non-separation together between human beings. Living that truth in a context of evolutionary emergence, which means we're all part of a process that's going somewhere, that wants to go somewhere. It's about bringing into manifestation what's possible for ourselves, both individually and collectively. That's really what the core vision of the Awaken Life Project is.
The whole idea is to live from a place of trust and transparency, to be able to share with each other the deepest part of ourselves, to have authentic responses, not coming from conditioned point of view, not coming from fear, be able to be together in a completely new way.
I mean, living in community obviously is all about relationships, and it's kind of obvious to me that humans are at this point not very good at relationships. I mean, it's in all layers, in all dimensions. I mean, couples, families, bigger communities, countries, relationships fail a lot, and that's why there's so much. I think that's really the root cause why there's so much trouble, and no trust at all.
I believe that humans have to find a way to live differently together, and that we can. I came looking for community, knowing that a lot of communities fail, and having tried a few other communities. And when I came here, it was totally different, and I really saw that here we're finding a way to live together in a way that most human beings don't manage, and that this is what's important, because if we can do this, then we're really saying people can change. We're really saying it's possible to live together differently.
You know, if we're living beyond ego, which is a really big thing to do, so I don't say that lightly, if we're able to do that to any bit, even just a little bit, then our potential increases of what we can actually do here. We don't know what that is until we actually start taking care of this part of ourselves.
Sooner or later, it all comes down to human beings getting along, and actually how do we live together, work together, how do we deal with conflict, This is where most communities fall down. Most communities fail when there's conflict, and there is not a perspective, there's not a shared vision often that is strong enough, that is deep enough to bring people together in something that transcends their own personal desires.
And if we're talking about evolution, it's not like we're going to evolve to a certain point and stop. It's like go, 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 go all the time, change, change, change. You don't ever want to just sit back and go, oh yeah, okay, now we've done it. It's like forget about it. You just want more, and you don't want more unity and more, more love and more trust and more transparency until you just, you're just with the other person in a completely different way. And so why wouldn't you want to do that with other people?